Good morning, Sunil.
Good morning.
Just let's give few minutes. Maybe others can join in the meantime.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Pradeep. Good morning. Can you please introduce yourself if you don't mind?
Uh, Hi, sir. Good morning, everyone. My name is Pradeep Kumar. Coming to my work experience and having around 9 years of experience, I was
Ah,
working as a team lead into accounts payable and receivable and general ledger. So I'm
mhm.
having so overall all over to see payable and receivable everything I'm having around. So especially I'm also a German language specialist. In addition to that, so I'm a B2.2
Mhm.
certificate. So that is my previous work experience. So currently I'm not working. So I just want to pursue this course and want to start a career in Oracle Fusion financial consultant as a financial consultant. So that is overall about my experience. And basically, I'm from Khammam, Telangana. So that is yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Pradeep. It's a good introduction. Thank you. Thanks for introduction. And it's good to hear that you are a German language specialist. Good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I
Uh,
was working currently. Yeah, currently I'm not working and looking forward for opportunities in this course. Yeah.
okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, this is third class, Pradeep. Just we are into the introduction part only.
Okay, sir. I have watched your videos, sir,
Okay.
yesterday. Like, yeah. So,
You can call me as Mohan, and sir is not required.
okay, okay, Mohan. Yeah.
Yeah, Yusuf is there.
Hello, Mohan.
Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. One minute, just let me log on to the application. So, any questions on yesterday's session? Any doubts, please? Very good. Anyone joined today newly? Abdul, have you attended yesterday's session?
No, yesterday I didn't attend, but first day I have attended. So yesterday I
Okay.
have gone through with your link videos.
Oh, fine.
Like,
That's fine. Just a minute. Just I'm logging on the application. Are you able to view my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mohan.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Yesterday, we have seen the journal entry up to the what is the accounting concept, then what is an account, what is the ledger, okay? And how we need to measure the values, basically, it is through the monetary value. Okay? And date got a prominence, right? Because point in time and the period reference is very, very important. Okay, with this background, we try to create a journal entry in the system. Basically. Now, what I will do, let me go here. Setting. Yes. Any one of you try to log on to the application?
Yes.
Okay. Please, others also try to log on to the application. Yeah. Here I am the general accounting. In the general accounting, someone hide the values in fact tab values. Let's split it out. If you see like this, we can anytime if you are not finding a specific app icon on the screen, right? You go inside that plus icon and add those apps. Save those. If you go back here, your journals, other apps are available. You will click on journals. Just 1 second. Navigating to this create journal. Instead of the left, okay, we can start from there. Let me give a batch name, UNG 700 JV batch. Let's see, this as a reference to this stage. Here, if you see, this is a mandatory field and it's been automatically populated by the application. And so it's manual. Approval status as of now, it's been disabled. And the next status is the funds status. Funds is a process where they are allocated at the time of budgetary control. The budgetary control is a planning tool or a control tool where we forecast the expenditure or plan for the expenditure and reserve for the funds action. Okay. And most of the organizations, especially the government organizations, they reserve the funds as well to meet that expense. That is the funds reservation, here funds status. Then batch status it is showing as unposted. What does it mean? Here, yesterday we have discussed that raw material and cash, this increase in balance and decrease in balance and all these things. In order to give this balance impact, here if you, what we have seen, initially the cash balance was 10,000 USD. Once this 4,000 USD has been negated, the new cash balance is $6,000. To give this impact of updating the balances, we need to post this into this thing. Okay. That is what the status it is indicating. As of now, it is not posted. Okay. Since why it is not posted, we are yet to enter the details into the system. Then there is an incomplete status is there. What is this complete or incomplete status? Let me tell you, say you are writing an essay and you will not be able to complete it or make it as a final read in one go. Maybe you might be starting something, write a paragraph and take a break, again come back, then attend some domestic work and come back, maybe attend the office. Like this, there may be in between some intervals might be there. In a similar manner, when JV batch is created, Mohan might be entering today one JV, maybe a part of the JV, like this. Whatever maybe the things are coming into his table, as and when required, he might be entering. Okay, once finally he enters everything, then he completes. He says, yes, my data entry is completed. Then we can post this JV to the system. There is another related control also. Okay, say my manager gave me to enter the data as say 3,000. Okay. Upfront, we know that 3,000 worth of JVC my manager had given. Okay, but I have entered only 2,000. That means 1,000 is pending, yet to be completed actually. Okay. So in that case, you also this complete is a control tool in fact. It will not stop you anytime. Definitely no, but it's a reminder. Okay. Now let's go and complete this particular journal entry. Yeah. We enter this JV1. And always we post an accounting entry with reference to a ledger. Okay, in this case, it is US primary ledger. Based on the data access, whatever has been provided, this value gets defaulted. Otherwise, a user has to choose it from the list of values or a drop-down list. Here, if you see, this is a drop-down list basically. It will show you all the ledgers, whatever are being provided with access for this user. Okay. Then you have an accounting date. In the above section, in the journal batch level, it's an accounting period, September 2025. Within that period, this is the accounting date. Okay, here if you see, ledger is mandatory, accounting date is also mandatory. Why? Because it's there, wherever there is a single asterisk mark is there, it is mandatory field. User need to enter some are the enter or choose some are the value, other value here in this field. Now accounting date, it got defaulted to current date. Otherwise, user can choose any value. You see, if you click on this icon here, it will open this calendar. It have month, year, and date. Okay, based on that, if somebody can click on that, by default, it's current date or system date. Okay. Then the next field is category. What is this category? Category is another grouping, or maybe you can call it as a label basically. So in this case, it's an adjustment in. but there can be any kind of category. Basically, if you see there is an accrual category, allocations, balance initialization, bills received, carried interest, credit memos, then debit memos, cross currency. If I go further down, you can see whole lot of categories are available. Okay. These categories will provide an information by looking at it, what kind of journal entry it is. So for example, there is a payments category there. That means it's some kind of payment journal, or say position transfer, or a primary link. It can be anything. Okay, so as of now, we are leaving it as adjustment. Then what is the currency of this journal entry? Here, this is what I was talking about. Okay, every monetary transaction and monetary value should be represented by a currency code. Okay. This currency code we tie up at this ledger level. Where is my ledger? This level. Okay. Say in this case, USD. USD has been assigned for this ledger called US primary ledger. Okay. So the moment we choose or assign the US primary ledger, the related currency got defaulted here. Okay. Open this drop down. You can see the entire list of currency codes. These are around 188 currency codes which are recognized by ISO, International Standards Organization. Okay, so here USD, it is the rate is 1:1. Why? Because 1 USD equal to 1 USD. But if I want to change it to GBP, say for example, okay, if you see there is an exchange rate. Okay, and with reference to that corporate rate type. We will come to this section. What is currency code and what is this rate type? How these exchange rates we upload? Okay, as of now, I'm keeping it as USD. Then the journal header details we have entered. Then if I go to the line level, in the line 1, there is an account field is there. If I click on this particular magnifying glass along with the diagram, you can see this is the company, line of business, account, cost center, product, intercompany. This entire thing putting together is called an account or account code combination. Say, for example, here I am giving a value called 64220. 64220 stands for the software expenses. Okay, let me say okay here. Okay. And copy this. This is my account code combination or one account in the system. Okay, here. Yesterday we have seen that raw material. It's represented through this kind of string action. Yeah. Or maybe cash. Let me choose one account here. So yeah. Here let me give an amount of say 3,000. Which side, which is increasing, and we can occasionally put some kind of description here. Test software. Okay. Then let's go to the second line. Here I choose one cash account. Already all these accounts are created in the system. That's okay. And here the balance is reducing. Hence I am entering in the credit side. Yeah. Say 3,000. Okay. Here again you can enter some description here. Can be at any given point of time, this debit aspect and the credit aspect should be equal. Okay, why? Because again, let me go back. I bought 4,000 worth of USD worth of aluminum, and to that extent, my cash balance is reducing. Okay, so something is increasing, something is decreasing. Okay, the increasing part we are putting in the column of debit, and the decreasing part in the column of credit. I go here, and this is the value. If debits are equal to not credits, or if these increases are not equal to the decreases, right? System will not allow you to post this. Okay. System will not allow you to post this journal entry. At any given point of time, at least 2 lines are required. One is the debit to record the increase portion. One is the credit to decrease or to record the decrease portion. Right? Now, let's save this transaction. In this case, only 2 lines I have entered, but it may run into 2,000 lines as well. Okay. At any given point of time, when you choose right, system will provide a timestamp here. If you see here, 9/11/2025, and the 1:51 AM is the server of this particular software, which is located somewhere in Europe. That is the reason it is showing as 1:51 AM. Okay, and if I go here, show less. And what is the status here? Unposted and incomplete. Now, first let's complete this JB. I'm going and clicking on this complete. Okay, now status is completed. It means it is completely eligible for the posting part. Now, what will happen during the posting? Let me show you. Now, one more aspect also in the show more. If I go here, see, initially my manager gave me to enter the worth of 3,000 JVs. I entered 3,000 worth of JVs. So this control debit, total entered debit, entered credit are equal. Okay, it is not deviating from the whatever the work assigned to me as a data entry operator. It's a control verification only. Then go to the action log. Even this control total, you can relate it to your bank deposits. Whenever we go to a teller in a bank and deposit some amount into the account, we need to give the denomination. I am not very sure if you have any of you went to a bank physically, because nowadays net banking is prevalent. Everybody uses the net banking. But if you are visiting to a physical bank, right, directly, and you are deposit some money, if you are depositing some money into the bank account, you need to write the denomination. How many 100 notes I have given, how many 500 notes are given. So that provides the total as well as the exact transaction mode, in fact, right? So here also this control total provides that kind of facility. And if I go to the action log, it will give you the audit trail who at what time created this particular journal entry. Okay. Every change will be recorded here. It will provide you as on the journal batch itself. Okay. Let me come back here and click on less. Then we have entered, we have the details here. And in the application, there is one more functionality. Say this particular line is the software expense. Okay. If I go here, there is one projected balances is there. Just then refresh this button by clicking on that. At any given point of time, it will give you like what is the beginning balance of this account and what is the period activity and what is the line value, so that it will give you the final balance actually. Okay, this is what nothing but the account balance update. It is as of now, it is projected only. But in order to give the actual impact, we need to post this JV. Posting means giving the impact onto the balances. Let me post this JV. Okay. When we clicked on this post JV, system created a process here. Okay. There is a process ID and process has been created. On the application, at any given point of time, if you are doing something, either it falls under data entry or some kind of processing. Processing is a very common word actually. You input some information, process and output comes. Okay. Here also the same concept. The only difference is this process, there is a monitor is available for us. Okay, a process monitor. Let me take you to that particular screen. And here I am keeping as it is the screen and I am opening this browser window in another tab actually. What you can do, just simply open the application and right click and click on duplicate tab. Okay, so the same window will be opened for you. Okay. Now let's navigate to the schedule process. Here in the main carousel, go to the tools. And within the tools, you have so many other tools are available, which facilitate and enable to complete our work in time. Here, if you see with this calendar icon, you have scheduled processes. Just use your left mouse and click on that icon. If you see already there is a process, post journals. Just now we have posted, right? It's already with a status of succeeded. Succeeded means it is completed. This is the place where we retrieve information from the system. It can be a report in the form of a report or any process or program if you are instructing. Okay. All the status will be available here. Yes, user. Go ahead.
So this schedule, the process where we see here, is it for only our activities or for everyone's activities?
It is my activity, our activity, this particular pin underscore IMDA. This user. I cannot see your requests or I cannot see your processes, what you are running. Okay,
Thank you.
only, yeah? Oh, fine. Then if it is in some other status, what user can do, they can go and click on this refresh button. So that it will show you like what is the status in that. Okay, let me go back here and let's see. Let me refresh this. No, fine. Now you see the status has been posted. Batch status is complete. Okay. Now let's query this table. Just I'm copying a name here. All right. So you found the answer. So now I have entered this JV and I want to query this JV over a period of time, or my manager wants to see it. Okay. Click on manage journals. In Oracle, this cloud applications got very powerful query screens in time. Why I'm saying very powerful query screens? Let's look into the functionality, then we will understand what is the kind of power it is provided. By default, the screen opens with these fields: journal, journal batch, account period, source, category, and batch status. And if you see on few fields, there are two asterisks are there: journal, journal batch, accounting period, and batch status. What does it mean? Wherever we are finding two asterisks, you will find it on more than one field. For this, for example, in this particular sheet, it is showing you on 4 fields. What does it mean? One of them is mandatory, not all. One of them is mandatory. Okay, that is first one. Already it has been defaulted with the accounting period. Then each of these fields also, they are provided with these orders, basically operators, starts with, ends with, equals to, contains, does not contain. Okay. Depending on the source value, these values, these options might be changing. But yes, there are whole lot of options are provided. Okay, we will see. Now here, what is my journal name? My journal name contains UNG 700. That's what I will give here. Say UNG 700. Okay, now click on search. Okay. Say it brings me my JV here. I go and retrieve my JV. Okay. Now let me go back again to the same screen. Say these fields are not sufficient for you. Means you need to add some query more here. What we can do, if you see here, there is an add fields is there. If I click on the drop down, there are so many other fields are there. You can say, for example, I want to add here ledger is not available. I want to add ledger field here. Just simply go there and click on this. See, ledger is available. Similarly, we want to check the into the maybe accounting period. Yeah. Even we can do that. Say a particular user wants to keep this particular pattern. What you can do, you can put your this particular thing as your search criteria. Say personalize and give a name to that. Okay, that as default, and you can give a name or you can anything. You can say set as default. Say apply. It will be there all journals just like this. Say I do not want to have this field. Simply you can remove it. Okay, like this you can arrange your query screen also. And this particular window, again, yesterday, whatever we have discussed, right? Go to the view, and these are the so many columns are there. If you wish to add any column, you can include, or you can remove it also. Okay, here, wherever there is a blue tick mark is there, it is visible. Otherwise, it is hidden basically. If you want to show everything here, just simply click on show all. So all the fields are available. And if I click on this export, yeah. Okay. And I export this particular JV. If you see all the fields are available, so many fields. So these things may not be required for everybody. So there is an option to hide certain fields. Say here, a user can go and say match status I do not want this. It's gone. Or maybe let me remove journal here itself. Go to the column and say journal. The field is gone. Hidden this thing. It is gone means it's not gone anywhere. It's hidden. Okay. In every field, in every area, you have these query screens, very powerful query screens. Okay. It's easily, we can, even in some cases, you can operate or you can take actions on this particular JV screens, in fact, or JVs or lines, whatever. Say in this case, this particular journal entry has been posted already. Then you find it wrong, basically something went wrong and you want to reverse that JV. In accounting, please remember one point. Say I entered something as 100, a value in the system, and I find it is wrong. Okay. In this case, what we need to do, say If it is wrong means either you need to remove it or you need to cancel it. In accounting, you are not allowed to do that by default. What you are allowed to do is you need to make it 0. Why? Because even if you are canceling, it becomes 0 only. How this 100 will become 0? By adding a minus 100 to that. Okay, now if I put the sum here, see, it becomes 0. Okay, this adding this minus 100 is called a reversal. In some cases, we may need to do this, maybe due to wrong entries or maybe due to any reason which is no more required. Okay, so this reversal functionality provides that option. You can reverse one entire batch, or we can reverse one JV itself by going into the specific journal entry. Okay. Here.
Mohan, after posting also, is it possible to reverse?
Yes, after posting
Okay.
only we need to reverse. Why? Because before posting it is not giving any impact, right? To the
Accountant,
balance.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So after posting only, already, I mean, say I entered the data and I posted, as a manager, you find it is wrong. Then instead of
Got it.
deleting or canceling it, what we will do, we will reverse it. Okay, the same entry, the debit and credits are interchanging or might be with a sign, negative sign also.
Okay. And is there any limitation on number of ledger?
No, there is no limitation on the number of ledgers. Any number of ledgers you can create, ma'am, no problem. Okay, is that clear? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the question is for this so reversal related. So as for the accounting, yes, reversal is sometimes like what I see is after the books close. Once the books are closed or something, that this is not possible. In that case, we are we have to pass the credit note. For the debit note, like for the plus, we have to pass the credit note minus entry. So here, can we select the credit note and post it?
I'll tell you a very good question in fact.
Yeah.
This reversal entry in the form of accounting entry, we can directly post in the general ledger or general accounting. If it is with reference to a transaction, I'll tell you what is a transaction. Say here, we bought something like 4 tons of aluminum. Yesterday example, I will take. Okay. 4 tons of aluminum worth of 4,000 USD. Now I find there is a problem with 2 tons. Means he had not given me the whatever the quality I was expecting. So we returned it back. We gave it back, returned. Okay. And return is 2,000. In the system, we need to record both these transactions here. It's not, I go and make this 4,000 to 2,000. No. Here in the system, I need to enter 4,000 and this 2,000 also I need to enter. And when I am returning this 2,000, I will return it to the respective supplier and it may be a location, it can be anything. What does it mean? It will have a transaction reference. Okay, in this case, it will be an accounts payable invoice basically. And to negate this payable invoice value from 4,000 to 2,000, in the same subledger, I will create on the same supplier an AP credit memo. Okay, so the net outstanding on this particular transaction, it will be 4,000 minus 2,000. 2,000 would be the balance. System will create an accounting entry at this level. as well as at this level also, both the entities. This will be a reversal JV in the system, or a credit memo JV where the reversal we are handling through this credit memo in the subledger. Okay. Just now we started the discussion on the general accounting, so I am showing you the reversal aspect. When we deal with the subledgers, definitely we will come to this credit memo aspect as well. There are other tools also there, or not tools, the types of invoices. Okay, is it clear? Can we move forward?
Clearly. Yeah, clear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Now this is a JV which we created in the USD completely. Okay, we change the rates also here in UR something. Oh, no problem. Let's create a foreign currency JV also. Okay, what do we do? Let's click on done. And let me navigate to the task end, and here create JV. Okay. And one more point also, it's how the operations happen, I'll tell you. In a finance department, all the, I will call it as operations. In the operations, you will have payments or accounts payables department and accounts receivables department, maybe assets, maybe treasury. Okay, like these different departments or different divisions with people. At this level, they enter transactions into the system. Okay. In case of AP, it is accounts payables, invoices, and payments. In case of AR, it is customer invoices and customer receipts. In case of assets, assets related new additions and any adjustments and depreciation, and all those things will be recorded in the assets module. So all these are respective subledgers in fact. Okay. And once these operations or subledger related transactions are entered into the system, we keep on creating the accounting. Why? Because accounting is required in fact. Okay. And this accounting is transferred to your general account or general ledger. Okay. Now, if you ask a user to create these journal entries every time, definitely they will not do that. Why? Because this is an ERP, an expensive obligation. So they expect whole lot of automation. Means here in this case, I created this JV manually to show you, to give you the explanation for each and every field on this screen, or most of the screens, most of the fields on this screen. But in real life, this is not the case actually. In real life, what is the expectation? They enter this AP transaction and system to create this account, and it has to automatically transfer to the general ledger. So I can take a trial balance report from the system. Okay, this is what the expectation, right? So most of these transaction related entries are recorded in the subledger. During the period close, we may enter certain adjustment entries. Why? Because there may be some wrong entries, or maybe something need to be transferred or anything. Just we pass the adjustment entries in the GL. Even this thing also, we can use a spreadsheet like package, okay? And users easily they can put the things inside and they can upload into the system. Okay? We will come to that. But yes, the manual journal entry is very much we need to see that it is minimum, so that end-to-end automation is there along with the controls. Okay, what do I mean say control? Someone should not post something in the previous periods, so that it will not destabilize my balances. Okay, let's see those controls also. Here, let's quickly create a foreign currency JV. Okay, again, I'm giving a UNG 700 FC batch. Okay, FC batch is foreign currency batch. Just let me copy it quickly. Here, use the JV. See that here it is USD. Let me put it as INR. I hope somebody entered the rates there. Otherwise, after a while, we will enter the rates. You see, already somebody entered these rates. Actually, we use them. One USD equal to 83.767 Indian rupees. Okay. Who will provide these rates and how these rates we get in normal business scenario is generally there are certain service providers are there like your Bloomberg or HSBC or State Bank of India or maybe HDFC Bank or any Bank of America, any of these service providers. They fetch those rates and they provide the feed into the system. We also will upload these rates into the system. Okay, we will come to that. Now, let me quickly choose an account here. Here, the same account I will take. This is entering debit. See, if you see here, it is INR. Okay, maybe 10,000. And let me enter the other aspect as well as the credit portion. The same thing, let's say okay. Here it is 10,000. Okay, if you see here, the moment we enter this foreign currency JV, here in the ledger currency also figures are converted and posted here. 10,000 Indian rupees equal to $119.38 is. Okay, let's save this and complete it. And you can post it. Okay, here the process has been submitted. Let's go there and refresh this page. If you see the posting is running here, the status just now whatever we have posted. Let me post it. Just you can refresh it. It runs quickly in that. Yeah, it's completed, succeeded with the status of succeeded. If I go back here and either you can refresh this browser please, or we can go back to the manage journals and query the respective JV. If I refresh this page, you can see it's already posted. You can see. Okay, here it is 10,000 Indian rupees, and this is here. This is a foreign currency JV. Okay, here in the ledger currency is USD, but a user entered the JV in foreign currency. It's been converted and it's been replicated in both the currencies. Okay, this is one of the functions. Now, everybody is entering JVs and balances are created. Now, how do I know whether it is impacted or not, or what is the status, or what is the overall status? For that, we can run a trial balance report in the system. Okay, let me explain you the process completely. Let me show you this trial balance part. It's taking some information from the system, then we will go into the further display. Now, if you see here, let me come back to it. Schedule a unit process. That is the tab name here. And I click on this drop down. You see there are various kinds of requirements are there, or we call them as reports. This thing. Let me search for trial balance. Okay,
Sorry, what do you call them?
processes.
No, you said 3/4?
Can you repeat it? I'm not able to hear you clearly.
So I'm saying, what do you call them?
Process.
3/4, you said? Okay, thank you.
Process. Reports, yes, reports. Trial balance is a report. You are extracting the information from the system in the form of a report. Let me run, I'll show you. Yeah. Say search. There are multiple formats of trial balance reports are available. Okay. I run this particular trial balance report. Say okay. Here, it will give you a brief description also. It is what it is telling. Lists period debits, period credits, beginning and ending balances, account balances summarized by natural account or account combination. Say okay. The moment I choose it will ask me to enter few parameters. What are those parameters? What is the ledger name? What is the ledger currency type? That is entered, total currency, and balance type, whether accrual, actual, or encumbrance, which accounting period, amount type, whether it is PTD, QTD, YTD. PTD stands for specific to this period, basically. Say, if I am running a report in the month of September, PTD stands for from 1st September to 30th September. Similarly, QTD, it is 1 quarter. Okay, right from the beginning of this specific quarter to the end of the quarter, whatever the balances it will consider. YTD stands for year to date. Say 2025, we are using a calendar from Jan to December. In that case, 1st January to current date. Okay, depending on the requirement, accounting department teams might be using any one of these balance types. Okay, PJTD stands for the project date to the current date. Project date, sometimes the projects run into multiple years. Okay, in that case, this particular PJTD balance type also we use. Okay, here just I'm using it is as amount type as PTD. Okay, at times you can include certain filtering criteria based on this company and other fields as well. Okay, as of now, I'm not choosing anything. I want to show you the complete information. Okay, say answer and summarization by the natural account or account, whatever may be the case. So let's see how it works. Say submit. Here again, it is providing me a process ID. So okay. Now, how can I see that? Just simply come over here and click on refresh button. There are a whole lot of other processes also running parallelly. Here, if I scroll down a bit, I can see my trial balance report is running. Let's see, refresh it. Yeah, it's already completed. Now, I want to see the output of this entire process. Okay, just block that line. By just clicking on that, you can block it. So there is a little blue background is there. If I scroll down further, there is one output and delivery section is there. Okay. By default, you can directly download into the XML. Unfortunately, on this instance, this XML is not working properly. What I can do, I can click on this republish. Here, okay, republish. Just click on that icon. And let's navigate to this settings button and explain. Here, if you see, we can extract the data or information in multiple formats here. Okay, first let me do it using a HTML. Okay. If you see here, this is the trial balance report for which ledger, what is the currency, total type, and what is the period, okay, and PTD balance. it will give you in this manner account description, beginning balance, and debits, period debits, and credits, ending balance. It will update you like this. Okay, here if you see, we have entered 3,000 and 192 JVs we have created. Okay, to this extent, HDFC account balance has been reduced in fact. Okay, and if I similarly scroll down further, the account 64220. Here, expense software. This is the account we have used. Okay. Here, if you see here, there is a period debit 3,000 plus 119.38. There is a balance increase. Okay. Like this, it will show you for each and every company. This is called a trial balance report. Generally, accountants will start their work for analysis from this report. Okay, it will give you at any given point of time. Please note that the total of the trial balance would be 0 this way. Why? Because this is plus, this is minus. Obviously, your active the balance would be 0 here, this trial balance. Okay. This is for this ledger and for company called 101. Okay. Like this, it will give you a report. This is HTML. Now, I want to see the same report in PDF, say, for example. Export and I'll open it in PDF. Here. Scroll down, it will give you in the form of PDF files. Simply, you can relay this report to any of the users who wants to admin this particular information. This is in the form of the PDF. Say, for example, I want to view this report in the form of Excel. Say, so here, and if I scroll down a bit, there is an Excel tab is there. Okay, it's downloaded into my downloads. Editing. In the Excel, this is the first header page, and sheet 2 gives me the company 101 total. In the Excel, you can simply operate with your
If you
Excel
didn't give any
capability.
balancing segment, then it's gonna take by account or company.
No, there is a balancing segment. This is the company. Company is the balancing segment.
But we didn't give that, so by default,
Now
it's the company.
we have not given it. What we have given the US primary ledger. So it will consider all the balancing segments within this primary. Okay, here if you see, there is 101 is one balancing segment. 102 in another page is another balancing segment. In another sheet, 103. In another sheet, 120. In another sheet, 150.
Basically, it's gonna take company as a balancing segment if you didn't give any balancing segment.
Yes. As for this particular US primary ledger, company is being considered as the balancing segment. We need to configure the system accordingly. We will do that. I'll explain you all that scenarios, all those scenarios.
So Mohan,
yeah.
So as a functional consultant, our job is to configure this kind of reports based on the business requirement. Am I right? So our role.
I'll tell you. There are plenty of reports already available on a seeded application or shipped product list. Say a brand new instance has been given to you. There are plenty of reports. This trial balance report is also one of the standard reports. Maybe in financials itself, I would say you got around some 700 reports, if I'm not wrong. Okay, almost all the requirements are provided. Now say, along in this report itself, along with the description, somebody wants to have some other column information that is not available in the standard report. In that case, team need to build that report. It's a custom report. Okay. as a functional consultant, what you need to do is you need to have thorough understanding of these reports, whatever are available. You can run and test generally. Then if something, a new field is coming up, say in this trial balance report, my user says, I need something else also. Okay, some column, additional column will come. In that case, the column is not available here. Then we may need to customize this report. The technical team need to customize this report by using some of the other technology. Okay, and the functional consultant and technical consultant work together to get this out. Take any custom out. Okay, is that clear?
Clear, Mohan.
So the technical guy can do the functional job also, right? So why specifically functional person should be there then?
I'll tell you. Not all the technical consultants are experts in functional related aspects, Vasri. What is it, Vasri or Bhavna? Okay, go ahead. Vasri. It takes over a period of time for technical consultants to understand the complete functional picture. The functional consultant is responsible to understand and articulate the requirement from the users, and the same thing he has to explain it to the technical team or technical consultant so that he is able to understand and he is able to design the things accordingly and they get the output from this. Okay, if technical consultant is having functional knowledge, if he is able to do, that's fine, no worries. The team can use it. But generally, the reports technical part done by the technical consultants. Okay, is that fine? No.
So the technical team does only customized reports. That's it.
Customized reports or maybe some interfaces, maybe any other screen related things. It can be anything which is not forming part of the standard offering. Okay. Any other questions, Steve? Are we good?
All good. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anyone else? Abdul, Bhavna, Pradeep, Kalaivani, Sunil, Masri?
It's good, Mohan.
So Mohan, what
Yeah.
I understand is that as a functional consultant, it's better to know the end-to-end process of whatever API or whatever it is. So the end-to-end process, in and out, we know that, so that we are able to, as per the client requirement, we are able to, support them.
Yes,
as per
yes. Generally, by the time of the end of at least the first implementation, you will come to know where it is impacting. Definitely,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, I'll explain you, couple of processes, how the business process, what we foresee. I'll take you through a couple of processes. I'll explain you maybe once we stabilize, right? Then I'll explain. I'll give you the high level view. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, Steve? Okay. What I'm doing, I'm stopping the session here. Yeah. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Okay. And I request you to complete the formalities today. Please get in touch with the team so that we can take it forward. Yeah. Today is the third session. Yeah. Let's catch up tomorrow at the same time, 7 a.m. India time.
But the old instances are not working, so password changed, is it? The one which you are using looks like something.
They have provided this list, right? Instance list.
So this, yeah,
This-
can you share that? How do we get this? Okay.
This list they have provided, right? This pink color, maybe just now it is down actually. But yes, this ETAT is working. Why? Because this we logged in and we are working on it.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, it's available. No problem.
Mhm.
Okay. Once you complete the formalities, they will be enabling the passport so that the content on the recordings and everything is available. Even the instance access also will be granted. Okay. I'm stopping the session here today. Let's catch up tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much, Mohan.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a-
Mohan.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mohan.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's catch up tomorrow.
Mohan, in the same link?
Yeah, the Zoom is same.
Okay. And if you're free, can we talk for 5 minutes?
Go ahead.
Um, how are the projects are working here, Mohan? I just have a doubt. So when we are becoming a consultant in finance,
Ah.
when we are giving an interview after we have got selected, how these projects and all working out? It's like a short-term period project. It's depend upon the company. That's I know. But I don't have any idea for how long and what job we are working on.
I'll explain you, Abdul. See,
Mm-hmm.
basically, there are two types of roles generally. What I suggest to look for to the participants. One is as a implementer or maybe a support consultant.
Okay.
Implementer, as an implementer, we take the business requirements, we understand the business, how they are conducting, and we map those requirements with the application capabilities, our application functionality. And we configure the system and we give it for the testing to the users. Then users will test and accept it, and then application will go live. Means they will use it for their business purposes.
Yeah.
Usually this process takes, for any implementer, maybe somewhere around 3 to 6 months for a medium size implementation. Okay, it's not constant or it's not anything like writing on a stone. No, it depends on the various, what do you call, how they are going to implement this. Okay, the number of customizations are more, it may take more time. But generally, a standard implementation with for a ledger and for a BU, it may take 3 to 6 months of that time. But some implementations, they run maybe 2 years, 3 years kind of thing, depending on the spread and scope of the application. Yeah. Support is another role where once the product goes live and a company starts using the application, they may be getting different kinds of limitations, maybe error, maybe user does not have the skill, or maybe a specific point confusion. It can be anything. The consultant would be there and they would be providing the support, helping hand to the team. Maybe any kind of issue, the support consultant will intervene and they will look into the issue.
Wow.
Either you should target for either an implementer or as a support consultant, not as an end user.
Wow.
Okay.
Because as an end user, we are working right now.
So you need to look for the next level. Your target should be either implementer or maybe a support consultant.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll stop the session here. Let's catch up tomorrow.